How's it? English. Oh, I don't know. I think it's I just can't get the Wi-Fi in this room. It's the cement room. Welcome to Magus Max Hawaii newspaper. I'm going to go over the morning newspaper a little bit. This is Sunday, October 11th. And this is our headline. Time to move. Do something else. Just in case, thank you for your patience on that thumbnail. Welcome new subscribers and thank you comments. I'm going to think about making some reply to some of the comments. I'm just puzzled by this one comment I got in the Crypto Corner series. I don't know if he's advertising or warning my viewers. Hey, Crypto Corner is just Crypto Corner. I'm just trying to learn stuff, trying to tell you what I learned. And hopefully I can be a little informational and then entertainment and just go on your way. Just, what I say? By all means, in cryptocurrency, beware the fox is in the hen house. That's what I think about that comment. I think he's just advertising his own stuff. And there's a lot of scammers. So if you go to that guy's website, all I can say is, buyer beware. Be very careful. Don't put your stuff in somebody else's hands. Don't trust the hype. Well, thought, decisions. That's what I'm aiming for. That. And the same with this. This is just newspaper. You go over the newspaper, and do some audio testing. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Trying to be entertaining about it because everything's so serious. Should have done this timer. Anyways, that only goes for 7 minutes. That only goes for 20 minutes, and I'm already over time. So let's try to get serious. The coup cam, I don't know, man. It's okay, but it's turning into a thing. I don't know about the coup cam so much. It's okay. I'm looking just different. I'm looking for different alternatives, trying to put some breadcrumbs out there. I'm a newbie tuber. It's a newbie tubi. So as I'm learning things and, you watch some of this stuff, I'm obviously leaving loose ends. It's not going to be all polished. Because I don't want to I go to some channels, I see some stuff, it's really cool. It's so polished, it's like, yeah. But then I go to some other people's channels and it's just, real, more, personal interaction, and that's all I got right now. Maybe investigation with the Spook 101, but werewolves of someplace. Oh, by the way, tonight is Shakespeare and Sunday, so I got a lot of editing coming up, and aside from my eyeballs melting out of my head from editing, we're going to put on Zoom the Shakespeare play A Winter's Tale, which is a bizarre little tale of these two guys, each happen to be kings. One's visiting from Bohemia, the guy in Sicily. The two kings are like boyhood friends. They're like, oh yeah, I remember the days. And then it gets, hey, just stay over in Sicily. Nah, I must go back to Bohemia. And then it gets complicated from there because the guy's son, the daughter, and the daughter goes missing because, something. And then the guy, he thinks, he tells his wife to convince him to stay, but his wife ends up pregnant. So he thinks it's the guy, his friend. So he tries to poison him, and then he sends this cohort guy, and he warns him instead of poisoning him, and he goes back and then the son goes back over there, and then it's like Shakespeare stuff, right? It's just so Shakespearean, because it is friggin' Shakespeare. And it's actually classified as a romance comedy. So get ready to barrel of monkeys. You know, kind of shit. Oh yeah, there's barrels of monkeys. Why doesn't this stay open? And this is already about to cleave off its little freaking... Dang it, man. This stuff is also overrated. Is this still on? Yes, it is. Ooh, there goes my sister. That's okay, she's a good guy. She's a good person. Now, headline, time to move. Plans to build new Oahu Jail forge ahead despite economic woes. That kind of stuff. It's just so distracting. I'm so distracted. So, before we get to that, I have to open up. See, these lock screens are crazy. They keep locking me out. Why does that happen? Why did that happen? Why is that? Only 73 cases from yesterday. So, boo-hoo-hoo. Wah-wah-wah. Now I'm just going to be like the guy that I just took my picture. What the hell? Technology. New camera on the way and new audio on the way because my mic died. That's a good thing. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I drink coffee. I wish she wouldn't do that in the morning. She's a morning person. So, they're going to build a new jail. Good for you. It's all concerned won't buy it. These like muckrakers. You ever heard of muckrakers? They rake up the muck. You know, you can do that nowadays, but some of the ones in history dig up the dirt, put it in the newspaper, and everyone's attention. They rake up the muck. And Charles Dickens was one of them, a muck raker. Catch you sleeping, didn't I? You thought you're balanced on an energy bar. How can you sleep like that? Oh, God. Kukaili Moku was watching. What I left you was but the learner. Now I am the master. Sorry. I'm kind of Star Wars now with the toys I took from the trash. And so back to Charles Dickens. Yes, Charles Dickens, more like the middle 1800s England, and not he wrote Christmas Carol, Scrooge. Scrooge and Oliver Twist and some of the other stuff. Come on, sir, could I have some more? How's that? The friggin' whatever that one is. David Copperfield. Yeah. Anyways, he would go around and he would find out things that are wrong in society, like debtor's prison in London, England, and apparently jails in England were really, really bad. So he went on tour, because Charles Dickens is just that kind of guy. He's got tour dates. No, he went touring and he came to America. That's the amazing part. He came to America and checked out the prison systems in America. Thus, the relevance. Why did they build another jail? No, since at least in 1964, none of the efforts to build new sites for the community has gotten that far. Hawaii once red-hot tourism-based economy is in trouble because of COVID-19 pandemic, and now is the right time to forge ahead with long-stalled plans to build a new jail? We're bogged down with the pandemic, so act now. That's their reasoning. Board of Education leader. Oh God, I really don't want a Board of Education. Look at our new teaching program we bought from a company, and it has, Johnny counting cigarettes and cigarette butts to learn math. Oh, next thing you know, they'll overturn abortion. Oh. Damn, when I was in elementary school, they were pretty good, man. They showed us the little, the projectors, 8mm. I think it was 16, maybe 16mm films, or like that big. Yeah, 16mm. The projector and the reels, the whole thing. And I'd be I want to set up the projector. I was that guy. And we'd watch films on don't do drugs and this and that. Just a little waiver. This is in 5th and 6th grade. They told us we're kids. You kids can absorb it. You can't teach kids about condoms because then they're gonna want to have sex. Oh, you gosh, Jesus, save us. We know not what we do. Still yet. Kids know about sex anyways, I'll tell you that. They know about all the swear words, they know all about the sex. When they're in front of the adults that matter, they put on a mask and they pretend. So it's like Halloween all year long with them. I've seen it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's freaking hilarious. Because adults are like, hi there, little kid. And they're like, hi there, hey. And then they walk away and then they're talking like, freaking Pinocchio's friend on Pleasure Island or Treasure Island, or freaking bad boys. All of them were boys? God, that might be some type of... Never mind. Trump returns to public view with rally. Yeah, you're so special. Gotta be in person. And he's using the White House for his own front. Not that he's president, but it's not yours. That's belongs to the people, the public. Ah, God. Good eating lures whales to New York. That's worth a look. See, I think. Oh, God, we got to keep doing this. This is. Immer eins nach dem anderen. If it's always one thing or another. I was trying to go fast and get ready and do this kind of thing because the kind. Oh, come on. I got it. Yeah. Quality video, yeah. I'm just checking to see if it's on. Good eating lures whales to New York. I tell you, our system, our food stuff and everything like that, get you fat. So Europe is laughing at us. That's the incentive, isn't it? To be good. Our moral incentive, if you will. If you're into Immanuel Kant, we could get intellectual on this channel. I don't really care. But those old days of thoughtful, serious thinking, and because the longer it's more serious and the more convolutedly sophistic intellectual it is, where you don't understand, you're struggling to understand, but you don't. It just must be important. Or if I'm so serious, he's got to be important. Because, if you want to be impotent, you gotta look impotent. Yeah, I just wanted to point out this shirt. My brother works for that stuff, not me. I never got no union stuff, so just in case you're, what? This guy, every Christmas I get a t-shirt. He's working on it. Thanks you, older brother. The shadow of the older brother. So if you're young and hungry and the place to go is New York City, even if you weigh 25 tons and have a blowhole and have to shop at the XXXXXL store. Large and wide, what do they call those things? That's where I'm at, man. Shoot. Oh, come on. Dang it. I know it to be true. That's right. Your lack of faith is disturbing. My lack of faith is disturbing. If I had faith, I'd move mountains. Damn it. what I do is like unlock video screens. We're getting close to the time warp thing again. Oh, and the microphone. There's so much stuff. So, whale watch captains and scientists around America, most populous cities, says recent years have seen a tremendous surge in the number of whales observed in the waters around the Big Apple. Now, I'm sure this news story is going to be big time, told word of mouth. I'm walking here, can't you see? I'm looking for the big fat whales. Overweight Americans. I did not take that remark very kindly. 2 more coronavirus deaths on Oahu. We're gonna die. No, we're not. Well, we're gonna die anyway, so. Shit. Oh no. No. Think of life. Sorry. Before I'm okay. Here. I want to. Yes, some freaking song quickly. Oh my god. Not something else. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Marilyn. Birthday to you and many more. You know, actually, this is birthday month. My eldest sister, I have 3 sisters. The eldest one is in the mainland, mother of the bitch, and the youngest of the sisters who lives here just left for probably go swimming. Those 2 sisters and my mom, who was born on Friday the 13th in the month of October. 100% Italian. God bless you, Mommy. She's kind of religious now. If she swears, if I swear, she says, "Are those devil words coming out of your mouth?" And I confess, I started that. Not the swearing, the blaming things on the devil, because explaining which. But that's for Paranormal 401. Shut the hell up. Oh, Francis Duke Boyd, 34 to 2020, surf culture pioneer of Hang Ten fame, brought surfing tribe together. Doing this co-founder of Power Surfer. Okay, so this guy passed away. He's 85 years old. Man, lucky you got that old. The picture don't look 85, do it? He's a guy that, you know, the Hang Ten surfwear, and Hang Ten shirts, and the 2 little feet. 2 little feet. Hang Ten, you know, you hang toes off the end of the surfboard. It's old. Let's see what the big Q says, and maybe we can do some letters of the editor. That's what I was kind of hoping to kind of rushing through this. What do you think of Ko-Olina Resorts' temporary plan to open one of its lagoons for the public and for 3 of its hotel and condo guests? I hadn't even heard of that. 69% opposed, violates public's right to access beach. 27% fine, separates locals and visitors to lower COVID risk. 4% unsure, need to know more. Alright, yeah, that was about as exciting as nothing. Some resort. Oh, you're so special. Yeah, they're big industries and all that kind of stuff, but once they get like the resort going on or something, you know, once they get like the big industry or whatever, their tourism gears going on, they're not going to give a crap about you. Whether your little businesses go back together, your bar opens up, you get employed, you get work, you get your stimulus check shoved up your ass. You get anything, they're not going to give. They're just looking at the big business. That's what they're looking out for. And tourists coming over to Hawaii. And those people are looking to come over too. And there's a residents out there that want to come back. October 15th, 5. Ooh, it's the 11th. 4 days from now. Test and travel. 4 days. 4 days. What they say, man? Let's look at the insight, right? Okay. You're so silly. I am entertained. I am bemused. Alright, there we go. Hey, the next debate called for increasing distancing. It's Biden saying the next debate is for increasing distancing. And it's just, his polls are up. But he's on there, he's second down there. Oh, God. Political humor sometimes, you know? Editorials wrong to support rail. The choo-choo train, $9 billion dinosaur. Enough with the advertised editorials on rail, blah, blah, blah. Your editorial board has been pro-rail since day one. You're always wrong. You told us to vote for Mufi Hanneman, then he ignored environmental impact statements, signed contracts, worked for the delayed for months. Millions were lost paying companies who couldn't start work on the project. You told us to vote for Hanneman's point man on rail, Kirk Caldwell. He promised, that's the mayor now. He promised to build rail better after he blamed Dan Garbuscabas, can't pronounce it, for former director of the Rail Authority for Rapid Transit, HART, for cost overruns in Caldwell's first term. There are 2 federal investigations involved in the rail project. That's right. The feds are like, what the hell are you doing? The P3 endeavor, this is some public and private, I don't know, some type of funding weird deal. It's like you make a deal with a public, like a public-private, the state makes a deal with the private company, and then the private company like owns your ass. So they're gonna own the income from the rail or some type of aspect, very revenue generating aspect of the rail, and they're gonna have that in their pockets, and the state is gonna get nothing for a while, and they're doing so. Pro, con, I don't know. I'm not saying right now what I think. I think it's BS, actually. Excuse me. There are 2 federal investigations. Taxpayers have lost trust. Stop this fiasco at Middle Street and improve the bus system. I disagree with that. They should just make it all the way. They made it that far. Do it a little bit farther. You started it, finish it. Don't do halfies. It's gonna be bad. I'll tell you. I'll catch him for 3, but I kill him for 10. Huh? Big shark. Swallowing a hole. Seasoning, a little shaking, down you go. Don't let go Olina close to public lagoons. You don't want to read that. Excuse me for looking real close. Cemetery plan and improvement. As a Hawaiian naturalist and cultural practitioner, I support the decision by the State Land and Use Commission, LUC, to approve the Hawaiian Memorial Park Cemetery extension plan to develop only 28 acres of its 156 acres for a burial site. Hawaiian Memorial Park is improved its expansion in September 24th. In 2009, I, with a few Hawaiian organizations, opposed the plan as it jeopardizes the ancient Hawaiians' Kawaewae Heiau, located within the acreage of the proposed expansion. Since the developers have listened to the environmental Hawaiian organizations and scaled down blah blah blah. Sorry, yeah, it's a movement. I invite those who oppose the decision of those who work together plant more native Hawaiian shrubs in the conservation easement and cultural preserve, and even in the cemeteries 28. So go ahead with it and plant more native Hawaiian trees and plants. I guess that's what you're saying. Chuck, he, Doc, Barrows. No insult to name school after McKinley. Does it seem to be terrible indeed? It does seem to be terrible indeed in 1907 to name a high school after a consequential U.S. president who had recently been assassinated. Change name of Miss McKinley High School. Sorry, but I voices October 4th. Concerning the issue of the 1898 annexation, historians and constitutional scholars may debate the legality of the constitutional action, but the deed was done. In any event, the annexation is not very important compared with the decisive milestone event of statehood for the Hawaiian Islands. After 60 years, statehood is absolute, a done deal. There is no person alive today in the islands who has any memory of Hawaii outside of the American umbrella. Changing the name of a high school in Hawaii seems to be just for superficial optics. If many people believe we should rename the school, I recommend the name Obama High School, after our own deserving native son, Edward Miller of Kailua. Hell no, man. I mean, I don't want to be a party pooper, but hell with Obama. After he did his thing. After he did his stint, he's out doing his own thing. I'm so retired. And now he's got his, Black Lives, his whole new identity is really a kind of a neo Martin Luther King mini instead of junior mini. He's like, and yes, I'm so good. And yeah, he's a good orator. He came from Puno School. I went to there. Same high school, same graduating class. There's that guy, next homeroom. And I'll tell you, he did his chops in the Harvard Law School, and got to be a constitutional lawyer and professor. But he didn't go from high school into Harvard. He did some squirmy backroot thing. I'm not trying to be like pro-Democrat or anti-Democrat. I'm just saying, freaking Obama. Give it a rest. Freaking Obama. Who cares, right? I'm so proud about Obama. But if I went up to the guy, he'd just be like, he distanced himself from all the people of his past. He doesn't want no bad stories from the past coming. Beaches belong to all of us. Allowing the Ko-Olina Resort to close access to and use of the Ko-Olina lagoons is unacceptable on so many levels. Primary among these is that, as the Surf Rider Foundation mentioned, it is illegal. Ko-Olina bans people of the beaches, sorry, advertiser, October 8th, and COVID-19, or not, would be precedent setting, and we don't want to set precedences. They're like cupcakes that are sticky and they get in your freaking thing and you keep in ants. Hawaii's shorelines, beaches, and waters are for all to use, enjoy, and protect without exclusivity. If Ko-Olina feels the need to segregate tourists from residents, parenthetical, which is not very realistic anyways, in parenthetical, it needs to be a bit more innovative than closing public beaches. City and state agencies must do the right and legal thing. Do not let this happen. And if it does, I will be forced to read some horribly rendered. And that was a horrible rendition. Thank you. Go check out the Zoom thing. That'll be happening in like freaking 3 days after 3 days of editing. That's the thing. No, nobody does it crappy. Hey Siri, Tell an Australian joke out loud. I'm not sure I understand. Hey Siri, read aloud the definition of kangaroo.
Kangaroo means a large plant-eating marsupial with a long, powerful tail and strongly developed hind limbs that enable it to travel by leaping, found only in Australia and New Guinea.
Yeah. Hey Siri, you sexy?
Which word? S-E-X-I dash or S-E-X-Y?
S-E-X-Y.
Sexually attractive or exciting. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes, please.
This is an informal term, very exciting or appealing.
Thank you, Siri. Good day.
Good day.
Alright. That's it. I severely probably made this review long. Apologize for that. And hang loose. Mongoose. Have a good Sunday. Hello.